It's showtime, folks. Welcome in, Chasing Big Joe, Friday edition, 1025, 1063, The Game. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier on the ones and twos. Big Joe will be here in just a moment. What's up, Nick? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey there.
There he is.
I'm doing all right. My body's recovering from Monday night, so my neck's doing a lot better. Appreciate my neighbor Don, the chiropractor, the man.
Oh, well, good.
Man, the myth, the legend. He's
That's
really
good.
fixed my body, so thank you very much.
I'm glad you're doing better.
But it's Friday. Can't
It
complain.
is Friday. We made it to Friday. We're feeling good. JoJo's here. What's up, JoJo?
So I lost my wallet,
Yeah, okay. I figured there was a story here.
and it gets you out of your environment. So search the whole house. My dog's freaking out. I'm yelling at her because I think she hid my wallet. In those moments you got to blame somebody, right?
Yeah.
You can't blame yourself. And then I go and it's sitting in the console of my car. So anyway, so my dog apology. I'm sorry, sweetheart. She'll forgive me.
Yeah, she will. She will. Dogs
So,
forgive.
Yeah. All right,
You
man.
out of breath? I mean,
Well, okay, real quick. There's a red light on Donaldson Pike. You know how much I hate red lights.
yeah.
And I think this is a government conspiracy to slow us down. The red light outside the station here is BS.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's garbage because it's
Yep.
only red light between like the airport and Antioch.
Yeah.
So there's one on Allen Road in Donaldson, which stays red, and nobody comes through the red light. It just stays red forever. So I run it. I'm running that red light every time. I'm telling you, I'm running that red light every time. Nobody comes
Metro's
through.
finest. If you're looking for an easy one, there you go.
Nobody comes through the red light. Why is there a red light there?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
kidding you.
I don't know.
Nobody comes through that damn red light, and so I run it.
Okay.
So I'm here. So thank
right.
you.
Welcome in. It's good to see you. We're glad you're here.
I did the old Willie Donick 2 wheels coming in here this morning. Flying in.
You did. Well, hey, you know what? On time's game time.
But I'm here in the car. I'm hearing Keiser with the update, and
Yeah.
there's a lag, right?
Right.
I'm like, all right, Keiser's
So
doing
you're
the update.
freaking out. And you're like, what do I do?
Well, I got a little time. I'm like, Keiser just started the update, and then I realized there's a lag.
Yeah. Delay is what we call that.
Yes.
So we're officially in that kind of purgatory time. You know, the Pro Bowl, whatever that is now, is going on. There's we got one more football game, and it's next week, and then we just go into that time. That's just where we're at now.
Well, what do we have to look forward in February? By the way, it's the last day of January. It's the worst month of the year.
Yep.
It's over. So it's all downhill in a good way from here on out. So goodbye, January. February is kind of, you got the Super Bowl, but it's kind of like a standalone kind of month because you got the Super Bowl, but you got the promise of what's ahead in March and April.
Right.
So embrace February.
By the way, so how about this? The Vanderbilt women's team took on Florida last night. They won that game 99-86. Michaela Blake's 53 points, a SEC record in that game.
For Vandy?
For Vandy. How
Nice.
about that? How about that?
How about that, Michaela Blaine? She something.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
How about that, Phyllis Diller? Ain't she something?
Is that your Bob Hope?
Bob Hope, yeah. Good. So was Florida ranked?
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
know Vandy's ranked.
Yeah, good for them.
Both the men's and women's team, and I don't know. I can't think of the last time that happened.
Keiser was telling me that this is the first time since 2003 that
Yeah.
somebody's broken a record like this. A rookie freshman.
Well, I'm asking the last time that both the men's and women's team were ranked.
That's a
But,
great question.
yeah, but no,
Keiser-
that's cool.
Keiser's throwing out dates. It's January 19th,
He's a
2006.
hey, look, he's a stat guy. He's all about it. He finds the stats. That's why he's the reporter. Thank you, Keiser, and Dr. Crane doing a great job back there as well. So yeah, I'm just kind of in that. You know, it's like for me as a big wrestling fan, the Royal Rumble's this weekend in Indianapolis. So I'll be watching that, and a lot of people will probably be watching that. But
Wow.
it's at Lucas Oil, so that would be cool.
Well, it's also the Pred stink. That also adds to it. There's a lot that adds to it and everything.
The thing is, it's like they don't stink, but they're not. It's going to be really hard for them to make the playoffs because of the start they had. Like they're playing better. And so, but we're looking at it as anytime they lose a game now, it's like, okay, because that there's just no margin for error.
In the words of the great Bill Parcells, you are what your record is.
Yeah, well,
You can play as hard as you want, but when you are bottom of the last in points, you stink. You're having a bad year. It happens. Every team goes through this.
Sure.
But
And-
I wish they would just go on like a 22 game winning streak because I really love the playoffs in April and May here when it hits, man.
Dr. Crane has found it. December 12th, 2011 is the last time that both the men's and women's Vanderbilt teams were ranked in the top 25
Nice.
until now.
That's well done.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, and let's do away. Does the top 25 matter in college basketball anymore? I don't think so. Does it? I mean, it's great to
no.
say we're number one, but I mean, it's about the
Yeah,
turn.
but I mean, like rankings, we talk about this in football too. Like the rankings don't matter until the end.
True.
But
they don't rank the
we get
NFL.
rankings. We get the rankings, so we have something to talk about.
True. Yeah, I get it. But in basketball, to me now anymore, it's like, nah, just because you know what happens. You can be ranked third all year, but you get bounced in the first round. It doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
So I don't know. But you got me. Look, man, you're not bringing me down with February. I'm excited. January's gone.
I'm not trying to bring you down.
So I'm really looking forward to February. And
Don't
then
bring me
March,
down.
and then on and on and on. And so I'm looking forward to that to get going.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too.
You're just Chase is in a holding pattern right now, just kind of like we all are, right? Is that what we are right now? Holding pattern, just
No.
kind of just waiting to see in February to get here and roll
Yeah,
on. And all
basically.
that.
I mean, I'm excited about February because the Daytona 500, as Devin and Dixon just said. Come on, February, Joe. Come on, Joe. February's Daytona 500 month. Let's go, man.
I'm good. I love February.
Yeah.
I will not disparage February
February.
at all. It's February.
February.
You just skip like 3 letters in the middle of all
Lebanon,
that. And-
Chibble,
Yeah. You just don't. Marvel.
Merle.
You just skip all those and you just go
Nashville.
with that. But you got Royal Rumble tomorrow. You got
Yep.
is a part of this fatigue because the Super Bowl is a it's going to be an exciting game, I think, but it's bland because it's the Chiefs and it's like
Right.
the Eagles are okay because we wanted the Lions and the Bills and we got the Eagles and the Chiefs. I think that's part of it for me.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I'll ask this for people for you out there. Do you want to see the three-peat or do you want to see the upset? And the reason I bring that up, you go back to was it 2007 season when the Patriots they went undefeated in the regular season. Going into that Super Bowl, I kind of felt like a lot of people were pulling for the Giants because they didn't want to see because everybody hated the Patriots.
Mhm.
And they didn't want to see them be the ones to break the record.
It's a good point. Has your girlfriend lost a game yet with the Chiefs
Uh,
that she's attended?
yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I mean, I
think every
she
game
was
she's-
at, I think she was at the Bills game that they lost in the regular season.
She was on. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a great question.
I-
Taylor Swift is who you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I was
you,
looking
thank you
at.
for calling her my girlfriend.
I was like, wait, did I miss something? I was like, wait,
Taylor, they had a little fling back in the Casablanca days. Casablanca. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see her not be happy in the suite and watch Philadelphia
Yeah.
win. I don't know.
Well, and I guess Kylie, Jason Kelsey's wife, has said that Jason's going to pull for his brother, to have a good game, but he's pulling for the Dirty Birds for the Eagles.
Huh? He's pulling for both?
I guess he's pulling for his brother, but then he's pulling for the Eagles as a whole.
That's like Jared says, here's what's going to happen. Here's what I think's going to happen. Cover all your bases in every way possible.
I say that too.
I don't know. I think I like to see the Eagles win.
I'm kind of pulling for the Eagles. The thing is, I don't think people hate the Chiefs like they hated the Patriots. I think people are like more annoyed by the Chiefs.
Well, that's
but
a good one.
But like, isn't Patrick Mahomes more likable than Tom Brady was at that time?
Plus, the Patriots cheated. There's
That's
actual
it. Right,
proof that
right,
they
right,
cheated.
Right.
And I don't think the Chiefs have, unless I missed something.
No, but Andy Reid more likable than Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Now I don't think people hated Randy Moss necessarily, but you have more likable characters with the Chiefs. I just think there's fatigue because it's like, all right, in the NFL always touts this parity and but then it's been the same team. This is now what their 6th Super Bowl appearance, 7th Super Bowl appearance.
5. that right? 19,
Yeah,
20,
they lost
22,
1,
23,
1.
and now 24.
Yeah, okay, so fifth
Yeah.
to win their fourth potentially.
Yes.
Right.
Fifth overall. Is that right?
Yeah, but I just because like people started liking Brady when he went to the Bucks. It was kind of like that was the you had the guy that was in wrestling that was the heel for forever, and then he finally makes the babyface turn. When he went to the Bucks, like Brady with the Bucks was fun
right.
because he's drinking the tequila and
Yeah.
like having fun with Gronk and
Don't know where he is.
doesn't have Belichick bitching about everything. you
But
know.
do you know why we like Andy Reid?
Explain it again with those nuggies.
In the Bumble Fumble Rooski commercial? I mean, all
Fumble
that.
Rooski, Fumble Rooski.
Chase,
That
to
makes-
answer your question from earlier, Taylor Swift attended the game December 3rd of 23 away at Green Bay, and the Chiefs lost, and Kelsey did not score.
Okay,
Final score was 27.
so that was the last
19.
time.
Oh, no, there's been multiple other
Oh, okay, yeah.
occasions.
Yeah. All right, okay, cool.
That
Thank
was
you.
the first time.
You are on it today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I will say, I don't know why I woke up at 1:45, but I was dozing on and off and woke up at 3. I was like, okay, we're going to be on it today. Just felt it.
And we're on it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You got
man.
here on the money. Chase was here. We're all here.
I don't like being late though, man.
You weren't. On time is game time, as Chase says.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got to come in when I hear that. I got to be here for the open. I wasn't here for the open, but it's
Well,
Friday.
you know what?
It's
It's
the last
okay.
Friday of January, 31st. February's here. It's a lot to be excited for.
Indeed. 615-737-1025. That's our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Coming up this hour, really in the next 30 minutes, we're going to have your chance to win tickets before you can buy them. They go on sale at 10 o'clock today to see Incubus performing Morning View in its entirety, plus the hits, with special guest Manchester Orchestra at Bridgestone Arena on Wednesday, June the 25th, which is the greatest day of the year.
It is. It's your birthday,
That
buddy.
is my birthday.
What's the band again?
Incubus?
Oh, okay. Let's get it done, man.
Yeah, so we'll give that away here in just a little bit. As we're up and running on this Friday, Sean Henry going to join us at the bottom of the hour. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, 106.3 The Game. Big Joe covers this at Silverado's every Saturday night with his band.
And Monday at lunch.
Monday at lunch. There you go.
Yep.
It's a great song. Little Diamond Rio.
They're back on tour. I saw an ad yesterday. They're going to have a nice big tour in 2025.
Oh,
Do you know that
I'll go see Diamond Rio.
our good friend Jeremy K. Gover, his wife, her cousin is Marty Rowe,
I did not know
the
that.
lead singer of Diamond Rio.
Very cool.
We're all connected here.
Yeah,
man.
we are.
By the way,
Shout out to Gover.
yeah, by the way, ESPN.com is bored too. Their top story is ranking all 30 Major League Baseball farm teams for 2025. That's how bored ESPN is. But their third top headline is the young lady from Vanderbilt that dropped 53 last night.
Oh yeah, yep. Very very cool. Real quick, let's get to the phones. Trey wants to weigh in on the Titans owning that number 1 pick. Hello, Trey. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing this morning?
We're wonderful.
Hey, I just want to say I'm pessimistic about the Titans in this number 1 pick because in previous years I don't think they can coach up a player to be an efficient player in that position. I think they need to sell it off and get impact players because I don't think they're competent to take somebody's talent and create a skill set for, a quarterback, and I believe that they're just incompetent. And what do y'all believe? Do y'all think that they can turn a number 1 pick quarterback into an efficient player here right now, as you see right now with the coaches that we have?
Not.
I'll let y'all go and y'all have a good day. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
But I don't see them doing it. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Trey. Appreciate it. Not just no, but hell no.
No. I feel sorry for whatever number 1 pick comes here.
Well, it depends. I mean, I feel like a Travis Hunter or an Abdul Carter. I know this is a dangerous statement. I don't see how you could screw one of those guys up. Now, if anybody can figure it out, it might be this team.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
But like I feel like those are safer plays than the quarterback. And so that's why I think if you're smart, and I'll tell you, I don't know how much power Mike Borgonzi's going to have, but I like him so far. I don't know what it is. There's not much to go on, but the few things that I've seen, and now he's hiring 9 assistant general managers. And I thought Keith Bullock had the tweet of the century.
What did it say?
That basically, hang on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, because they hired like director of strategy.
Oh yeah, they've hired a bunch of people, and their names that you kind of know too. Let's see here.
I mean, she's going to pay a hell of money when she fires this staff in a year.
Yeah, really.
All 13 coaches or people that she brought in.
Titans got 5 assistant GMs to help the GM that probably doesn't make the final decision. Confused face. And then he says, it was a simple statement. Yo, my bad. LOL. Most comments coming from people who don't know how things in the front office actually work. I'm always rooting for the Titans to have success. If this is the new formula for it, why not? Let's do it. Still doesn't change my thought. Keith,
no.
I don't know if you're listening right now, brother, but I agree with you. I mean, look, dude, he's not wrong.
He had a follow-up tweet.
I know.
Somebody got to him. Come
Probably.
on, Keith.
That's all right. Whatever.
That's no. Make a stand. If you disagree with
I
it's
agree.
okay to disagree with the football team.
I agree with his statement, though, the original statement.
Yes.
And that is, but I do wonder, and this goes to how much Amy changes her mind. Chad Brinker has not looked very strong with, his statements and, having a press conference without cameras and audio and all that stuff. Like, and Borgonzi has. So has she all of a sudden been like, okay, yeah, Chad, you come over here. You go sit in your chair next to Burke. You go sit over here and let Mike do his thing. And then he brings in all of these assistants that I don't know exactly what they do, but whatever.
You know what I'd like a story to be done, and it won't be done because they won't allow it. A day in the life of Amy Adams on like a Wednesday.
Oh man.
Just Wednesday. I mean, how much contact you have with the football team here? It's not a hit piece. What do you do? What do you do during the week?
Okay. Let Jim Wyatt do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm go the safe route. I'm fine with that. Jim will do a good job. Jim will make it entertaining. I would love that. Do a day in the life of Amy Adams Strong.
I mean, is from like 10 to 11. Is she on a call with Borgonzi or Brinker? Or
Well, and it's not even like, what does she do outside of the football team? Because she run the other businesses too.
with Adams Oil? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
So like,
think
what is
so.
her? I think that's a fantastic idea, and I have no problem with Jim Wyatt, who's an employee of the team, doing it. Just let's, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Let us get to know her a little bit better.
I'm with you.
I just my whole thing, and I'm not gonna let this go, is her not being at the press conference really bothered me. It's like you've established you're not gonna get up and answer questions. Okay. But like at the other one, she's made a statement, she's introduced the person, and then she sat down and it's kind of moved on. And she didn't even do that. And that just bugged me. And it still does.
Yeah.
I know I need to just get over it, but it bugs me.
You'd like to see it, right? Just, we're not going to go down this hole again, but you'd like to see it and people being there and her answering questions. It's never going to happen. But I don't, now, we have February, you got the combine happening, and then March free agency. I mean, here before you know it. And then April, the draft hits. So it comes fast, and there's a lot of react to that's happening down the pike. But thing is, you got the number one pick. All eyes are on you and what you're going to do with that. It's embarrassing that you have it again, like you had in 2016. But I really think they trade out of this. For some reason, I just think that they sign a bridge quarterback and they trade out of this and gobble up more picks.
Patrick says, my Friday morning chest pains brought to me by Chase's. I don't think anyone could mess those two up. Sorry, Patrick. If no one thinks the coaching staff can coach up the top pick, then why not fire the coaching staff?
Agreed. Okay. I mean, do you really think Callahan? I mean, it's like they go to a party and they're going to keep Callahan outside the door. I mean, you got all the buddy circle there. I mean, you got to think Callahan feels uncomfortable, right? Wouldn't you? If a whole new management ownership team came in here and they kept you and you don't know anybody, wouldn't you feel a little bit like, all right, what's going on here?
Right.
We all would. It's just human nature for all that.
I don't know. And I know you're going to push back on this. And
Here we go.
That's fine. But like, I want to see him with a competent quarterback and an offensive line for me to kind of make my final decision. Because like, I don't think his dad forgot how to coach O-line. I just think they were that bad. Like, I think they got J.C. Latham, who I think still, he's got to grow.
Right.
But I think there's something there. Skoronski, I'm really worried about. And then Cushenberry was okay, but there wasn't a very good right. I mean, Radence wasn't terrible, but you can definitely do better. Like if they signed Trey Smith, I think we would all agree that you'll take that over Radence.
Yeah.
Now you could push Radence to right tackle maybe and get by, but they got to do more than get by.
Yeah, and Trey Smith's going to get paid.
Sure. You're going to have to pay him.
He's going to get paid. I don't know. Nobody knows what they're going to do. Nobody knows what they're going to do.
Including them. I don't think they know yet.
Yeah. I think Callahan is I don't want to use the phrase because it's not nice, but I think he's a done deal.
Maybe. I mean, look, we've kind of hinted at it that they hired, John Fossil as the special teams coach, aka the interim head coach. I mean, you might be right. Look, I mean, the more that it sits out there, and we're now going to have a year to think about it, Mike McCarthy, and then his connections and everything. I mean,
but you really want Mike McCarthy?
I don't know. No, I'm just saying that Jared's thrown that out there. Like other people have thrown that out there. I'm like, I don't want Mike McCarthy, but I could totally see it.
What about a year from now? It's Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers.
Ugh. I mean, I think Aaron's going to retire.
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I think we get that resolution after the Super Bowl. I think he'll wait, let the Super Bowl happen, and then that way he can have the whole spotlight.
But is this how he wants to go out?
I don't know. He looked pretty done but again, you don't make a decision in January.
No, and the thing with Brady, his last game for the Patriots was that butt kicking by the Titans.
Yeah.
And he had said that's not how I wanted to go out. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, there's massive egos with these guys. So who knows what happens, but I don't think he's done. And there's a lot. Look, it's all about who you know and connections. So I do think they'll get a bridge quarterback. I really do. They'll get one in for 1 or 2 years and try to figure it out. Remember, we've talked about this all the time. All you got to do is be better than 3 other teams. That's it. You don't have to be better than the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Bills, just 3 teams in your division. That's all you got to be better than. That's it.
Yes, that is it. Coming up next, we'll talk to Sean Henry. A big announcement yesterday with Governor Bill Haslam and his ownership of a WNBA team. Sean will be able to shed a little more light on that, plus everything going on with the Predators. We'll do that next. Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5, 106.3 The Game. It's a 90s country day here on the Chasing Big Joe show, 1025, 1063 The Game. It was an exciting day for our city yesterday. To talk more about that, we bring in the CEO of the Nashville Predators, Sean Henry, who is on the line with us. Sean, when I got wind of this news of what Governor Haslam was going to do and a bid for a WNBA team, I'm going to be honest, I was pretty pumped. I texted you about it yesterday. This is exciting.
It really is exciting. And, Bill and Chrissy are just special. They really are. And, when he laid out what we're going to do and why chase this, it wasn't just we should do this for the right reasons. It wasn't just a good investment. It wasn't just that we have, the best venue in America to play it in, the best city. It was really a mixture of all four of those. But this doesn't happen without, their vision and saying it's time. Let's break through the noise of, when are we going to get a professional women's sports team in the state of Tennessee? Let it be us. Let us step into that void and do it. A lot of people have been pushing for this for a while. And, we helped fund a few studies years ago. And it doesn't matter what the study says. We know how great Nashville is. We need an owner that's going to step forward and say, I'm willing to do this. And again, Bill and Chrissy came to the table and then have put together this ensemble of other owners that makes us so different, special. Probably going to be another name or two to drop in the coming weeks. And I'm excited about it. I'm an old man now. And for me to get excited about, more events coming to the building, it's got to be special. And I just can't wait.
Okay, so people are, asking the question of, with obviously his ownership of the Predators and being a part of that, and then obviously, you and Michelle have kind of been in front of this, how is that all going to work? It's two different entities, even though obviously you all with the Predators and Bridgestone Arena are kind of helping with this, correct?
Well, I love you and all, but people have really been asking you that. Come on now, Chase. That's a good setup and a tease, but some mythical people have been saying that. My gosh.
Hey,
like
my mother is not a mythical person, okay?
She is after giving birth to your big old head. It's two separate entities. Now, with that said, there's some crossover, of course, with commonality and ownership with Bill and Chrissy. We're the host venue. We're going to have to do some things in the building to make us a little bit more friendly. But, for basketball, that is, build out a whole new dedicated locker room. We're also creating a new locker room for the Preds. But over the next 5 years, we're going to be putting close to $1 billion into the building. And we're not renovating the building. It's really building a new building almost as we play hockey and host concerts. So, of course, we're hosting it. SS&E, which does some external sales and marketing that we formed a few years ago. We do Austin Peay, run the Ford Ice Centers, run F&M Bank Arena. That'll probably end up doing some crossover sales and marketing as well. But there'll be dedicated employees to that entity as well. So we'll work very closely together. Really not that undifferent than we do the SEC tournament, for example. So it's exciting for the building. We'll be adding, at least 22 events early on. Maybe that season grows, ideally some playoff games. But what I'm really excited about it, and you know how I feel about our events and games, they all build off of each other. The more successful our crowds are for hockey, the more concert tickets you can sell to that crowd. A sold-out concert allows you to sell more hockey tickets, and they grow together. The WNBA season will be launching when we start our playoffs, pretty much. We'll be launching our season when they're going into their playoffs. So those two seesaws bouncing off each other allow both playoff years, both opening days to be that much bigger and more special. You'll have some great crossover and, stars and people that want to be at both games. You'll have some natural overlay and season ticket holders between us, SC, the Titans, the Sounds, all the great colleges in town, and the Summit. And the key is we have to win the bid first, by the way. But you know how optimistic I am on all things. It's stiff competition. I mean, the other groups that we know of, at least, they're all really good groups in great cities. But again, I'll bet on Nashville every single day against anybody.
Well, yeah, because you're Sean Henry, man. So don't take no. You're not going to take no doing this. All right. So let me ask you. So you got Peyton Manning, you got McGraw and Faith Hill and Candace Parker. And I don't know if you could answer to this, but it's also in the release that Pat's son Tyler is aware of this and consulted with the Haslams. Why? I know why it's important, but tell us why it's important that he's in on this too as well, Sean, if you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's his name, and again, to us, it became so natural. I forget how it got kicked around, the name. But, obviously there's double entendre with, we're going to be the top of the heap, if you will. We're going to reach the summit with this team. When you think about basketball, not women's basketball, when you think about basketball, if Pat Summitt's name doesn't come into your mind pretty quickly, then you don't know basketball. I mean, it really is that simple. And she's the greatest coach in basketball history. Not the greatest college coach, not the greatest female coach, the greatest coach. And I'll put that against anyone, from Riley to, cigar smoker, all back, anybody. I mean, she's the very, very best. And it's not just what she did on the court and what she did against a lot of odds when she started coaching in the early 70s. It's every one of her players graduated. I mean, you talk about excellence.
Yeah.
I mean, again, forget about multiple championships and undefeated this and that and setting the standard. And look at her coaching tree. It's incredible. Or the players that played for her have gone on to do incredible things. Every single player that played for her graduated. That's what you want to be with a franchise. You want to be the very, very best of what you are. And so we're very just grateful that he didn't just embrace it. I mean, he had some quotes yesterday that obviously were moving, but he was so grateful to the Haslams for paying us homage. And I'm sorry, homage, I should say.
There you go.
But in reality, it's all of us that are grateful to him for saying, yeah, I mean, I want you to use the name because it means so much. And it's exciting. It really, really is.
I agree with you. Now, here's something else. The bid was due yesterday. Did we submit it? Did you give it to an intern and did he fax it, or how'd we do this? How'd we get the bid in?
You know what? We were looking a lot of stamps yesterday on a pretty fat envelope, and I just hope it got there. I don't know, man.
Now, how's that process work? I mean, was it on those already submitted, but was that a hard stop date of like, it's got to be in today no matter what?
Yeah, like with any bid, I don't know whether you're doing NCAA bids or, I guess bid on eBay, there's an end time and the bids are due at X and you need to get it in before then. And we made sure ours was in a little bit early just to make sure, internet goes down, you see people running through the city going on and on. But now we had some fun with the submission. And again, I don't like talking about the submission all that much because it is a competitive process.
Sure.
You don't want to, tip your hand and say, we did this or this or this or what the numbers are, because you don't want to wake up anyone else and have them say, oh my gosh, we should, do this as well. So
yeah, too late, other cities.
The package was delivered.
Yeah,
landed.
Right. All right. So the WNBA is a hot product. It's on fire right now. Would there be any chance they'd move that start date up a year, or is it set in stone 2028?
Well, even if things are set in stone, I've seen stone change, right?
Yeah, there we go.
No, but I mean, right now we're following what has been laid out. But they have a new team coming on this year, I think, in Golden State, and then next year you have Portland and Toronto joining. And it's just natural for the team to come at that time. For us, the building will pretty much be shut down summers of 26 and 27 for some of the transformations we talked about. But if they called us tomorrow and said, hey, by the way, you got a team, but you're starting next week, we'd be ready. If they called and said, it's 27, 28, 29, if we get an opportunity to host the team and be awarded a team for Nashville, we're in. And so to me, it doesn't matter if it started in 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's just go. It's going to be fun.
Sean Henry is with us on the program. So talking a little hockey for a second, we're excited to go with you guys next week to Chicago. I know you do these trips with different partners and things throughout the year. I actually, when we were leaving the Omni yesterday, I was loading up my car and I look back and I see Barry Trotz, who was there as well. So I talked to him for a second. This is going to be kind of fun to see, and we'll be doing our show from Chicago, what it's like on the road.
Yeah, I hope you didn't tell Barry you were going. I haven't told him yet. I didn't like you guys. I hope I just sneak you in the back and he wouldn't see you guys. You're both hard to hide, though.
He's always told me I can go, but I have to sit next to him where he can watch me.
It's funny. He's excited about it. this is one of those special trips. We use a different plane a few times a year to take our some of our larger premium partners and sponsors, and it's pretty unique to travel with the players. It really is. It's fun to see how things move, and it's kind of incredible. We take it for granted, but for those that don't see it all the time, it's pretty special. We do still need from you guys your dietary needs and concerns, and then your bathrobe sizes for the team. The gold.
Already
road.
submitted. Already this morning. That's what we did. It's already in.
Hey, are we going to see your old mentor and boss up there?
Who, mine? Oh,
How many people do you know that work in Chicago that used to be your boss?
well, you said mentor.
I'm just curious how long that list is there.
Yeah. You said
Oh, he's not your
mentor.
mentor?
You lost me
My
at
gosh.
mentor.
Burn him.
Oh, all right.
Raya Porth, of course. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be around.
Well, I think I'm trying to hook up with a couple of old high school friends that if you have a chance to meet them, you'll understand why I'm wired the way I am now. So we'll see.
All right, well, I look forward to it as well. Predators back in action tonight. A little road trip to Buffalo, and then Pittsburgh tomorrow, and hopefully 4 point. When I did say to Barry when I saw him, I said, "Hey, have fun. I know it's the dad's trip. Bring back 4 points," and he said he was going to work on it. So that's the hope, right?
Yeah, it really is a fun weekend trip. It's such an odd schedule. We played on a Wednesday, then we played on Monday, and then Friday, Saturday, back-to-back games 2 weeks in a row. But this one's special. A lot of the dads were here on Wednesday night too, and it's always fun to see it. I've been on that trip most years. I just can't make it work this year, and it is so much fun to see the dads or the moms when we do that trip watch their kids as if they're still 7, 8, 9 years old. The same way, we used to watch Little League games or my own kids playing hockey. You yell the same way, you fear the same way. But the other is the players normally step it up a little bit, right? Because it's special. It's a payback time, for those 5:36, 6:30 a.m. drives to the rink. And it is a great trip. It really is. And next week will be fun too. But that's a big weekend. You get 4 points, then you start looking at the playoffs differently. If you don't, then you're starting to look at those teams that you're battling for a lottery pick for, if you will. So it's a big weekend. As you know, I'm pretty optimistic still. We've been playing some nice hockey since mid-December, and it's a lot more fun, winning, 3 out of 4 games than the other way around. So hopefully that continues this weekend into Monday, and then when I'm hanging out with you guys in the Windy City.
You mentioned the schedule. Is that just a product of, with the new TV partners, or I guess they're not new anymore, but with TNT and ESPN and just more, they're trying to get these teams exposed more to a national audience? Is that why the schedule's kind of, because forever it was Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you kind of figured the Predators were going to be playing.
Yeah, we still normally follow that, pattern for home games with, a little blip like right now. But yeah, like Monday, we're the only game on it, I believe, which is nice. You want to be showcased around. So Wednesday we're, featured in Hockey Night in Canada, up and down on their Wednesday night rivalries, I guess it's called. But yeah, when you have 3 dynamic partners, carrying your games across, 2 countries, it shifts around a little bit. And it's worth it, for that extra exposure. There's no doubt about it. Or you can fall back on what, most talking heads do. The league must hate us. That's why they're doing this. And, you get a lot of funny emails and tweets and texts like Wednesday. What's wrong with you, President? Why are we playing at 8 o'clock? And that was from Jared Stillman, by the way. My kid's got to go to bed.
Of course.
He's like an old man already screaming from the porch. And the funny thing is, we played in California last week, and someone was so mad that the game didn't start till 9 o'clock. I was like, well, it's 7 o'clock in California. I mean, you can't play at 3 o'clock there. So, no, it's fun to be showcased, and that's where we are. Our record's not exactly where we want it, but I'll tell you, the league sure does showcase us in a lot of big moments, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you, Sean. I know it's an exciting time, not only for the hockey team, but hopefully a new women's basketball team with that bid being submitted yesterday. Thanks so much for doing this, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Hey, but before we leave, there is an opening day on Wednesday over at Memorial Auditorium, whatever it's called, with that basketball league. So I hope to see you guys there too. If someone asks me what's the best way to support this bid, well, stop sending me your resumes to be our coach or GM or player reels. Show up. Start selling out every female basketball game in the town, and that sure does help push things forward. So I'll see you guys Wednesday night for a doubleheader, I hope.
Absolutely. Athletes Unlimited for sure. It'll be very cool.
Awkward silence there, Joe. Where are you going to be?
I've been told to let Chase speak and not interrupt anymore. So I'm
That
tired.
ground force coming through.
Right. I'm tired of getting my lashes after the show. So I'm like, I just wait till he's done.
But I'll see you guys at Globetrotters either tonight in Clarksville or the doubleheader tomorrow at Bridgestone Arena. Basketball all around us. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Sean Henry, the CEO of the Nashville Predators, joining us here on the program. Coming up next, your chance to win Incubus tickets before
Yeah.
you can buy them. They go on sale in about 10 minutes, but you're going to get them a few minutes before. We'll do that next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, 106.3, The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025, 1063, the game here on this Friday. We are doing some 90s country today. A little Alan Jackson bringing us back here on the program. Appreciate Sean Henry for joining us. There are a lot of exciting things coming to our city, including Incubus. They will be at Bridgestone Arena on June 25th. Tickets are going on sale in 6 minutes, so you can get those. But
6 minutes.
I have 2 pairs of tickets to give away right now. Before you can buy them, to see Incubus performing Morning View in its entirety, plus the hits with special guests, Manchester Orchestra. This will be at Bridgestone Arena on Wednesday, June 25th. All you have to do, and we'll take 2 winners, is call and tell Dr. Crane, because we mentioned June the 25th is my birthday.
Yeah.
Tell Dr. Crane how old I'm going to be. Let's see who's been paying attention.
Because you said it.
I've said my age several times on the show.
This is easy. I mean, this is easy.
615-737-1025. All you have to do is tell Dr. Crane how old Chase McCabe, yours truly, is going to be on June 25th. That simple, and you'll win. And I'll be curious of how. All right, here they go.
What if nobody got it?
I would laugh. I would laugh.
Oh man, it's really.
Plus, I want to know the age ranges that people are saying.
And it's not within 2 either.
Nope, you got to get it right.
You got to get it right. Yeah.
You need to get that.
I don't know. It's another. I mean, I get probably 15 to 18 spam calls a day. It's probably somebody calling about your age. No, he's not 62. And you can't get this within 2 either. You have to get it.
You got to get it
straight
right.
on.
You got to get it right. All right, we got 1 winner.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dead on? Perfect.
Yep.
Is that the first caller?
Do we have 2 already? No. He's running through them.
Thank you,
I
Carol.
should just take some.
And let's congratulate our first winner. Thank you, Carol McCabe, for calling in today.
Do we got 2? That's awesome. All right, we got our 2 winners.
Well, how old will you be, buddy?
I will be 38 years young.
38.
Yeah. So on the home stretch up the hill.
You're, 35. You can be president. Now you're 38.
I'm
Proud of
eligible.
you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can be. Yeah, I'm good.
Be anything you want in this world.
That's right.
What's the best advice you ever got?
You've
Ever gotten?
Be your biggest fan.
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, you and Jeremy have kind of told me that my whole
Yeah.
career. So,
But not. That's precise and
Yeah.
concise. I like that.
yeah, be your biggest fan.
I like that.
Yeah. So, that is good. All right, congratulations to our winners. Coming up next, we're gonna have fun in the 10 o'clock hour. I mean, we
Yeah.
always have fun, but we're gonna have fun in the 10 o'clock hour in honor of the WNBA bid. They're gonna be called the Tennessee Summit. We're gonna ask you our question of the day, which is, what would you name the next pro sports team to come to Nashville?
I love it.
Your options are, MLB is probably the most realistic one. The NBA, you can say NBA, even though with the Grizzlies, I don't see that
Yeah.
happening. But what would the next pro sports team be named in Nashville?
But you could say Tennessee blank or Nashville blank
yeah, you can use Tennessee or Nashville.
or maybe suburbs.
Yep. You
Oh
can
my God.
Music
yes.
City. I mean, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 615-737-1025. Call or text. We'll take those next and have some fun in the 10 o'clock hour on this Friday. Chasing Big Joe, 1025, 1063, the game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, 106.3 The Game. On this Friday, he's Big Joe. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier on the ones and twos, hanging out here in the Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Game Nashville studios, home of the $99 yearly Beehive membership, where the buzz is always about great service. All right, JoJo, our question of the day.
So, in honor of the WNBA team coming here named the Tennessee Summit, the next professional sports franchise that comes to Nashville, what's the nickname? We want you guys are fantastic when we throw this out there. You're so creative. That's one reason we love you. So let us know 615-737-1025 or call us or text us, either one. What's the nickname for the next professional franchise that comes here?
Our phone and text line driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Let's see. John from the Borough says the Stillbillies in honor of, I guess, Stillman when he's a the morning show refers to him as a Stillbilly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that. Hair Metal Henry, the Tennessee, every exit ramp, every street corner on Broadway, every convenience store panhandlers.
That's what we're looking for.
Tommy says for an MLB team, the Tennessee Smokies. Now there is the Tennessee Smokies AA team in Sevierville in East Tennessee, but I do like that name. That's a good, solid name.
So it's funny you brought this up. This morning, I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see Randy Boyd, who's the president of Tennessee. He takes a picture of downtown Knoxville. They've built a brand new minor league baseball stadium in downtown Knoxville that the Smokies are going to play in.
Yeah, that's right. They are moving out of that.
What are the chances that you bring that up?
Part
there it is.
I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's situated downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's interesting because like the one in Sevierville is a nice park. I've been to it several times.
Nothing wrong with that one.
And it's but I mean, I get moving them into Knoxville.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely going to do better.
Do you know what was across the interstate from that Smoky Stadium?
In Sevierville?
Yeah.
A Bass Pro Shop?
Well, that and then Buc-ee's.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's packed.
It's a good exit. It gets
Yes,
a
it
lot of
is.
traffic.
Brisket on the board.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Devin and Dixon, Nashville Express, in honor of Nashville's connection to its railroad history, the MLB team. Was that the AA team that
Yes. Yep.
that was here for a couple of summers?
Mm-hmm.
Jack says the Tennessee Bass, Bass Clef as a hook. That was from Jackson. Okay, Bass fans, let's bring the Bass wordplay on pronunciation
Is
of
it
Bass.
Bass or bass?
Well,
Like
I mean,
a bass clef
oh, I guess a bass clef. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so maybe same base.
or bass?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're spelled the same way, and
I don't mind
Bass
that.
Fish would probably work too. But
whatever nickname we guys choose, let's just do it to irritate people outside Tennessee. So that's a good one.
Patrick says the new nickname should be the Nashville Rednecks. I'm from upstate New York, and we have a ton of rednecks, so it's universal.
I'm telling you.
And they come out on the field to Charlie Daniels. What this world needs is a few more rednecks.
And they're wearing overalls. I mean,
Yeah.
let's play up all this and then do all that. That's a good. I'm telling you, there are rednecks everywhere on this planet.
Yes. Wes in Clarksville, the Nashville Tallywhackers.
What's yours?
Mine? I don't know. I'm thinking. I got a few in my head.
I'm Nashville, we're full, beat it. It's just like we're irritated that you're here, but we want you here, but we're not going to acknowledge that you're here. So just beat it. I mean, we are tremendously full. Get out of here.
Kevin, the Tennessee Midwesterners. We should probably be the Tennessee Californians.
Oh, the Californians. Oh my gosh. Captain Touchback on Twitter says, how about using the Tennessee Titans? Nobody's really using it right now anyway.
The Tennessee Generals in honor of all the Dollar Generals in Tennessee.
Yes.
The Turners could own that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's one every corner, man.
We have our first one. Scott says the Tennessee D's, it writes itself.
That will always be funny to the day I die. Which
I
hopefully is
know.
not
The
soon.
Tennessee Spirits after all the distilleries.
It's pretty good. That's
That's
actually
a good one. I like that one.
That's in the good pile, the mature pile.
The Nashville Traffic.
Nashville Traffic.
Yeah.
See, these are
That's
good.
a good one. The Nashville Nobodies.
Oh, that's not bad.
Phil in Kentucky. Tennessee Horsemen, the Tennessee Copperhead. I like the Horseman.
Horseman's good.
Um,
What's it called? Half horse, half man. Mentor.
Oh, I know what you're trying. Yeah,
Minotaur. I don't know. Dr. Crane's on it.
he is. He's looking it up. 615-737-1025. Al says for an MLB team, the Tennessee Two Steps.
I dig it. That's to us, yeah.
Justin, the Spicy Lil Cluckers.
Here they come, the spicy little cluckers.
Blake says the Nashville Gridlock.
Oh, that's a good one.
See, the thing that I think you could do, like the NBA does a really good, and I guess MLB too, they have that city edition jersey. Like it would have to say Music City. Like it just, you have that, like it that would be awesome. Did I say Nashville Gridlock already?
Yes.
Like Andrew from Dover, Music City Rednecks or Music City Cowboys.
Do you go with the Music City name or do you go with Nashville or Tennessee?
I think Nashville or Tennessee, but Music City's cool.
I'm a little bit of a fan of the Music City.
Yeah, I could roll with it.
Have we had a Music City team? What was the one bad basketball team? Music City Jammers?
Maybe. I remember the Nashville Noise.
Nashville Noise. What was the team that the girl got in a fight with the owner on the bench?
I think that was the Noise.
The Nashville Noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron, the Nashville Hot Dixies. No.
I had to let it marinate in my head for a second. No.
Nashville Hounds. Every
Hounds
time
is
they run on the field, Smithers release the hounds.
Yeah.
Mike says the Nashville Potholes, they're everywhere and they wreak havoc. Still way better than whatever Utah comes up with for their hockey team. Chris Johnson. Chris, really?
What's up, man?
The Nashville Orange Cones.
That's a great that's
Yeah.
a state flag though.
Yeah.
We have to get the
Dave, the Tennessee Whiskey Shots.
these are good.
Yeah. We got another one for Tennessee Potholes. A Centaur, I think, is what you're thinking of.
Yes. Centaur.
Centaur, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Justin
like
and Greenbrier. Thank
like we have two centaurs, right? Marsha Blackburn and who's the other one? Bill Haggerty. Centaurs.
Don't-
My grandma be like, "Who's a centaur from Tennessee?" She didn't know any better.
Tommy. Tommy might win. Tennessee Littles, because this place is too small for all you morons moving here.
Oh god, the Californians one is funny. That's a good one.
Tennessee Ball Bouncers. Ball didn't bounce our way.
Oh, yes.
Nashville Nincompoops.
That's not.
2-1.
I need names that are going to make people mad outside of Tennessee.
Oh yeah. Keep them coming. 615-737-1025. Donaldson Clovers.
Who sent that in?
Josh and Donaldson.
Josh, come on, man. It's a Donaldson Dubins. If it's anything, we'll go
Okay.
alliteration in Donaldson.
Okay.
Music City Moon Pies.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
What is that? Your favorite one, Dr. Crane?
Yeah, I mean, I actually have a real baseball name. It's like the Music City Moonshots. Like,
Right.
talking about the home runs.
I like
Yeah.
that, but we're alliteration. So
I do love alliteration.
I love the Nashville Nonnies.
There you go.
And have your granny to sit behind home plate, but she's got to heckle the other team.
That can be done.
Okay.
The Music City Bets. I
They'd
had to throw that in there.
they'd never show up.
Probably. Or be late.
Imagine Mr. Betts himself walking out to hand out the card to the umpire. Full uniform.
That's a different. This is without a T. One less.
Oh,
T.
no, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Music City Betts, that is.
Oh, okay. No, he'd have to show
I'm waiting
up.
for him to respond.
He'd have to show up and do all
Because I
that.
know he's listening.
So you do think in 10 years, Major League Baseball team's going to be here?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I think they want to be, and if an entity wants to be somewhere, they usually figure out a way to do it. Like they all the sports wanted to be in Vegas. They didn't want to admit, because it was taboo at the time to
Right.
admit that they wanted to be in Vegas, but they wanted to be in Vegas. And guess what you've seen since 2017?
Yeah.
They're all going to be, the NBA will be there too.
But it's so many people coming. There's a lot of people coming to Nashville. I look at it this way. All right, Jelly Roll just opened a bar on Broadway.
Yep.
Right. I went in the other night, 12 people in there. Right. I stopped by Garth Brooks's bar because I was down for the Freebird Hot Wings thing. 15 people in there. These bars are starting to cannibalize themselves.
Yep.
I mean, Tootsie's is packed, Roberts is packed, but a lot of these other bars aren't crowded because there's so many choices to do. I just think you come here, you start cannibalizing yourself with everything. I don't think each team wants to be the big dog in town. I don't think it happens with baseball. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But as again, I'm hardly ever wrong.
84. 3334, the Tennessee Steamboats. The guy, because the General Jackson, I guess.
I don't know. You know, the World Basketball League was in Memphis, and weren't they the TAMU? Because it was
when the
Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi, and they played in Memphis.
the USFL, the Memphis Showboats.
Yes, which was great because they had Reggie White on that
Yeah.
team. They're back with the Showboats. I don't remember what the World League team was back in the 70s. Had Larry Zonka.
They had the XFL the first time around, the Memphis Maniacs.
That's correct.
Again, alliteration.
It's solid, and that was in the release yesterday. It was like,
Yeah.
alliteration's huge for that. For we talk about the Titans name.
The Tennessee Shine. No, you don't like that?
That's not.
Music City Madness or Music City Maniacs.
I like the Music City Maniacs.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Clay and Mount Juliet for any ladies team, the Nashville Woo Girls. Keep these coming. 615-737-1025. What would you name the next pro sports team in America's Music City, Nashville, Tennessee? 615-737-1025. We'll do that and much more next. Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 1025, 1063 The Game. You can hear Big Joe play this at the Nashville Palace
I was
coming up this
about to
weekend.
Say that. And then afterwards, we're doing 2-step lessons. So be there at 9 to 10. Dr. Crane's going to be on the DJ, and I'll be on the floor with the microphone on and tell everybody how to 2-step. If you could 2-step, you could pick up any woman in America.
It's true.
I'm telling you right now. I've seen some of the most unathletic, goofy-looking guys who get on the dance floor at a saloon, and they're scooping all the women up. That's not us, but do you know how to 2-step, Chase?
No. I'll learn.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're damn right you learn. It's not hard. If I could do it, you guys could do it. Get you on the dance floor.
Hey, look, let's go. Let's find a place that does it, and we'll go do some social and have the show out and learn to 2-step.
You just named the place. I think Friday nights the Nashville Palace has too, and we have a good friend that owns it. So you can go to the Nashville Palace on Friday, learn how to 2-step, a little country music in you, and hit that dance floor. Little sawdust on the boots. You own boots?
Actually, no, I need to get new boots. I did, but Sawyer ate them, so
Your dog ate your boots.
he did.
You can't get. He's so handsome.
here's
you
the
can't get
deal.
mad at him.
Let me tell you about Sawyer for a second. He's a great Pyrenees, and he's a great pain in the ass when he gets mad. Like
he listens. So be careful.
he probably will. He is a very, very smart dog, but he is stubborn. And when he doesn't get his way, or you make him do something he doesn't want to do, it may not be right then, but he will get his payback.
You just described his dad.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is very
So
true.
if you get boots, that'd make you what, 6'10"? Good Lord.
Probably.
You need to
You
get
gotta break
boots.
him in, and I gotta break him in.
You break him in, man.
Because, like, if you have never, I mean, Dr. Crane, do you own some cowboy boots?
I do. Yes, I have 2 pair.
If you've never owned cowboy boots, for those Californians that are moving here listening to this, it hurts like a mother until you break them in.
Yeah.
Like, your feet are going to get blisters and they're going to hurt,
Ah,
but
yeah.
you got to break them in.
But if you get a pair of cowboy boots that fit perfectly, you're good. I mean,
Yeah.
luckily I've got a pair of boots that fits really good. Do that. We'll get hats and we'll go out and we'll be the Woo Guys.
Yeah.
At
That's our
Nashville
that's our
Palace.
band name.
Yeah, the Woo Guys.
The Woo Guys.
No chaps for me.
No chaps. No.
Oh.
Ricky can wear the chaps.
Oh, you know what kind of chaps I'm wearing. I'm not going to say on the radio though.
Oh, boy.
What would be?
Oh, boy.
I always thought that if you had a band, the great band name for me would be the Worst Band in Nashville. That'd be the name of our band, the Worst Band in Nashville. People, you'd remember that, so it's kind of catchy.
I've always wanted to name a bar like That One Bar, or that bar down the street, or something like that.
Or Almost Home.
Almost
Your
Home.
wife
That's a
calls.
yeah, that's
Where
a
are
good
you?
one.
I'm almost home.
I
I mean, you're not lying, right?
Well, that's what I always laugh at, like things like that, like Dan Rather, the longtime CBS News anchor. Whenever they would say Dan Rather is on assignment, his fishing boat was named Assignment.
Oh, okay.
So
Even better how you do
You name a
things.
bar around the corner. Hey,
yeah,
I'm around
that's
the
a good
corner.
one. Yeah.
I mean, you're not lying, right?
No.
All those names.
But our question of the day, a great band name, Chasing Joes. It was from 5724.
You'd catch me probably 2 seconds. I'm not very fast, but
I get
thanks.
the Chasing Joes.
Ah.
It's a good one. Our question of the day is the next pro sports team in Nashville. What would you name them? We got a lot of coming on the text line, but a couple of calls. Gary wants to weigh in. Hello, Gary. What you got?
Hey, I got the Tennessee Distillers.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, since the Milwaukee's got the Brewers, I think it makes sense.
Okay. All right.
I like that one.
Thank
Thank
you, Gary.
you.
Appreciate it. You like that one?
I do like that one.
James wants to weigh in. Hello, James. What you got?
All right, I got the Music City Musicians.
Okay. There are a lot of those here.
And the Memphis team that had Zonka Kick and Warfield on it was the Grizzlies.
Were they the Grizzlies in the 70s? That world football
Yeah.
team? I'll be damned. Thank you.
Is that why thank you,
I-
James. Go
I
ahead.
went to that game, went to watch them many times. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, James.
All right.
Appreciate it. So is that why they kept the name Grizzlies with the
I don't
basketball
know. Maybe so.
Because I think the NBA is pretty bad about if they move a team, they just keep the name when it doesn't make sense, like the Utah Jazz or Memphis Grizzlies with Vancouver Grizzlies. But okay, that's interesting.
It is the Grizzlies. I'll be dadgum. Thank
All right.
you.
Well, maybe that's why they would keep it.
They were also known as the Memphis Southmen, then changed to the Memphis Grizzlies. Played the WFL in 74 and 75 in the Liberty Bowl.
But is David James, who is a proud what do you say, Memphis?
Memphian?
Memphian?
Memphian.
Memphian?
Memphian.
You don't say Memphis, you say Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee, right?
So
Memphis.
when they named this team, real quick, they had a TV station in Memphis, had a telethon dubbed the NFL-a-thon to name your team. Then they had a deposit telethon to bring an NFL team there. There's no way in hell I'd let Nashville name my team.
No.
I mean, you've seen some of those names that come in? No, not at all.
I'm gonna read this because this is funny. 1137. Big Joe wearing assless chaps. Beautiful. Last thing I needed in my head this morning.
Nashville Palace, 9 o'clock tonight. After hours. I mean, it's a night to remember. You'll never forget the night.
Oh God, that's a good one.
We need to find a bar called Torchies. Hair Middle Henry gets that joke.
What about Chevys?
Chevys. Long live Chevys. Good Lord.
Catch us at Chevys later tonight.
Oh my gosh.
You know what my favorite thing to do is, especially with people that don't, are have just moved here, they haven't been here. It's like, hey, you got any good recommendations of restaurants or places to go? Oh yeah, the Cooker down on West End. That's a good Rio Bravo.
God, I miss Rio Bravo.
I miss Rio Bravo. That's what's there now?
Twin Peaks. Is it Twin Peaks and one in Cool Springs?
Maybe in Cool Springs, but there was one on West End.
There was on. Is it Houston's or
Bricktops? I think is where Houston's was.
Yeah, you're right. What's across the street? Oh my gosh, I see it. They had Stony River, maybe. I don't know, but I miss Rio Bravo. And I've written about this too. There was one spot in town for happy hour back in the 80s and 90s that everybody went to. That was Bennigan's.
Oh yeah,
on Murfreesboro
yeah.
Road. I'm telling you, man. Everybody, you would have the eclectic group. You have black, white, old, young. Fuddruckers.
Jared just said Fuddruckers.
Yeah, that's another one's gone.
Yeah.
But Bennigan's, we would all meet there for happy hour, and you would go to your respective places, your clubs or whatever you went to. It was amazing, and now it's like a laundromat, and you drive.
Well, the so the clubs, you had like Silverados was a big one.
McGavick's Place.
Yeah.
Dad's Lounge, Aviators, Albert's Lounge, 101st Airborne. I know. I was out
and these weren't downtown, right? These were
none of them
because you didn't go downtown.
No one ever downtown.
Yeah.
To me, the one that, and you guys remember this one, the one that had the most promise but under-delivered was 101st Airborne because it's right on the runway.
That. Yeah.
And it was the old, like a 1942 bunker. It was amazing.
Was that right down here?
Yeah. Yep.
The old house?
It's behind the house. It's behind whatever that used to be.
Monell's.
Yeah. Yep. New Orleans Manor.
Yeah.
It's back there. It was great.
Okay.
I don't think there's any night. Are there any nightclubs in Nashville?
Not really.
I don't think there are anymore.
Oh, Jason just mentioned my favorite restaurant, the Fifth Quarter.
Yeah.
It was down here on Murfreesboro. My dad and I went there all the time.
Steak and Ale, Fifth Quarter, Ireland's.
Yeah, Ireland's.
Al
says Ace of Clubs.
That's on 2nd Avenue. That's gone now.
Jess wants to know, is Rotiers still open? No,
it's not.
Rotiers was a great place.
Got knocked down
on Elliston.
Correct.
The Rock Block.
Yep.
I mean, that was another. You had Gold Rush was a fun place,
Mm-hmm.
and then Rotiers all across from the exit in. Texarkana Grill in Hickory Hollow.
Yes, that was you'd go there, then you go to Courtyard Cafe with Phil Vassar. That was the thing back in the day. That was Texana Grill was really good.
Pass along some information here. Rio Bravo was replaced by Stony River. That was from personal text from Mike.
Okay.
And the other thing, we had a caller, Trey, just call in about Grand Central Station was the first 3-level bar, and everybody else copied him. That was on 2nd Avenue.
Graham.
Excuse me, Graham.
Yeah, that's
pronunciation here.
Graham Central Station.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I had some fun there.
I had a lot of strikeouts in that bar.
So did I. Because see, when I turned 18, that was like the only bar left that you could be 18. You could go in at 18.
Yep.
Because the laws were changing,
And you had your wristband, which identified you as 18.
had the wristband and the X's on the hands that immediately go to the bathroom and wash them off.
Yep. That's right.
I can tell on myself now.
That's
you know.
okay. You could do
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, we went to Graham a lot.
Graham was fun. I got drunk there with David Gibbons one night.
The football player?
2006. We hung out there one night. Oh yeah.
Lava Lounge.
Lava Lounge.
Roger
Yeah.
says that.
That was on West End and like 17th. Yes.
Hair Metal Henry says Fletcher's. Shout out to Fletcher's.
Always.
Shannon says Pargo's. Where was
Great
Pargo's?
one. Yeah. Pargo's was an offshoot of O'Charlie's. Like
Yeah.
the little brother.
Yeah. I remember that.
Pargo's.
Do you remember a place? There was one in Bellevue, but I want to say there was one out this way too. McGillicuddy's.
I do not.
That was a cool place in Bellevue.
So was Bellevue
Bar.
Pub.
Bellevue Pub was a
That was a
good
fun
one.
time. Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Vandyland just got a vote.
But that's what a nightclub though, right? It
No,
was
I think people are throwing out restaurants.
places that are gone. Okay, yeah.
Thomas in Nashville says Jelly Roll used to perform at Courtyard Cafe.
I don't remember that. I just remember Phil Vassar. Phil Vassar is responsible for probably 10,000 kids in this city.
Randy says Flanagan's Discotheque in 100 Oaks.
I remember
It was big when he was in high school in 77, 78.
Okay. Yeah. There's a spot where the theater is now over that way. There was because it turned to a teen club called Alphas when I was in high school.
Yeah. Ricky, I was waiting for somebody to say this. Hurricanes on second.
It was a good bar.
There was a quarterback that liked that bar.
Watch out
from
for
what I
Jordan.
understand.
And so did Jordan Tutu.
Oh, yeah.
He liked that. But Ricky should have brought up Starlight Lounge out on Dickerson Pike.
That just got brought up. Charlie's Cheeseburger and Bellmead Cafeteria. Bellmead Cafeteria was the place, man.
Where was that located? Don't say Bellmead.
Well, it was right on Harding in the Kroger strip, the Kroger shopping strip on Harding. Right at the corner of Harding and White Bridge.
Why do I not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
It was in that strip mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
My grandmother we went there every Friday night, and they had the best hush puppies and mashed potatoes and like.
That sounds
Oh,
good.
so good. Out of Bounds. Where was that? Was there a place called Outer Limits?
There was. That was on Nolensville Road.
Yeah.
It was like 4 bars in one.
Yeah.
I got in a
Bar Nashville was one.
bar. Outer Limits. Yes. I got in a big brawl there one night, which was a lot of fun.
At least you're great. People just love this stuff.
It's because this nostalgia. I miss all this stuff, man.
Hair Metal Henry says Rainbow Key on White Bridge.
Rainbow Key. Tall Paul used to play
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
He's still alive, by the way, which is great.
Oh wow! I didn't know.
And there's nothing there now in Lions Head Village of like that semblance of that place ever existing.
Well, you know what's funny? 5724 said Tin Roof on Demumbrian, which is obviously still there. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And I remember like when that first opened, and that kind of changed that whole area.
Yeah.
Because I saw a picture of that strip on Demumbrian from like the early 90s when it was all like stores.
Yep.
And then it became
what it is now. It hit me. There's a Neil McCoy video with Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
That they filmed at Tin Roof back in the early
2002
2000s.
is when it opened.
Yep.
And that was the first one. And now they're everywhere.
They're
In a
everywhere.
bunch of cities and stuff. Yeah. So funny. 615-737. Funscape for kids in Green Hills. I used to love Funscape.
Oh my gosh. I forgot all about that place.
You know who a random celebrity person that I saw at Funscape?
Keith Urban.
No. The mayor of Knox County, Kane, was there.
How could you not miss him?
Well, because I was used to him with a mask, but then like I was like, wait, that's Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
He's 8'4".
Yeah, basically. 615-737-1025. We're having fun on a Friday all over the place. We'll take more of your call and text coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 1025, 1063 The Game. Little Vincent Grant Gill bringing us back here on this Friday. Our buddy Vinny. We're going to have him on soon.
He's at the Opry next week or this week or
Okay.
soon.
Well, we need to get him on because I think it's February 23rd. The Predators are going to have the Vince Gill, Amy Grant bobblehead. So Vinny, we got to get Vinny on to talk about that. We're having some fun. I mean, this is what happens on this show. We just kind of go down these rabbit holes, talking about places that no longer exist in Nashville, but that were fun to go to, whether it's a restaurant or a nightclub or whatever. Let's see. Somebody threw out Laser Quest on 2nd Avenue, closed after the Christmas Day bombing, but Laser Quest was awesome.
It was.
I mean, I went there as a kid and an adult.
Yeah.
That was a great place. Let's see. Hap Towns. I don't know that one. Do you know that one?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Sammy B's on Music Row.
Mhm.
The Pie Wagon, original Bobby's Idle Hour, Mulligan's Pub on 2nd.
Mulligan's
Is that
Pub.
is that what you were thinking of?
That's it. Yes.
Because there was McFadden's.
McFadden's. That's right.
That was
Mulligan's Pub was the original one. Yes.
Okay. Was it in the same spot?
I don't remember.
McFadden's just closed and was just sit. I think they're finally doing something with it, but it was just sitting there.
Wow.
But I went there a lot, like when I first started.
But y'all
going
went
out.
downtown. 50 and over, we never went downtown because
Yeah.
downtown was disgusting.
Right. Well, when I first started like going out, I preferred 2nd Avenue.
Yeah.
I mean, 2nd was where McFadden's, Graham's. I think I went in Hurricanes one time, but I was a little before I was of age. What is Hurricanes now?
I don't know. There's like the PBR bars down there.
That's that was the George. Maybe that was it. No, George Jones. That was Graham. That was Graham.
Okay. Ricky, what was the bar that Kenny Britt was in and got into some trouble on 2nd Avenue, and then Jeff Fisher went to investigate? He went to the bar one night.
Did he?
Swear to God. And like John Glennon saw him there and it's like, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm just see what's going on. And it was some bar on 2nd Avenue that was only here for like a year or two. But can you imagine going to a bar back then and seeing Fisher?
Hey, can I get a couple
He's
of
got the shirt unbuttoned to his belly button and got all the gold chains on. Yes, you're a sick guy.
Can I
That's
get a
like
Jack
this.
and Coke, please?
Watch this tush
Coach
push.
Mack would like a vodka soda.
Oh, he's on the radio. He can't. Too busy. Oh my
Melting
gosh.
Pot, by the way, is what
The melting pot is
it
that
replaced
was Hurricanes?
Yep.
Okay. Well, which that's now gone.
But again, there were all these great, like on my side of town was the Penalty Box. Was a great place. And now it's Hangnail or
Yeah. The Rusty Nail.
Rusty Nail.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, that was
Hangnail.
I was halfway there. That was a nice little bar back there.
Yeah.
So Nashville has this rich history that we remember, thank goodness.
So I asked Hair Metal Henry if he ever went to a place. There was a place in Bellevue that was called the Natchez Trace. That was my dad's bar for I think he got it in 79 and closed in 92 or 93. I was like 6 when it closed.
What, he owned that?
He owned it.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
it was right there on Old Hickory Boulevard. And there's the Alley Pub, which is there now, was actually a laundromat when Dad had the bar. But there was the Trace, and then there was Bellevue Pub, which was up on Belfort Circle, which is something else now. But yeah. So I mean, it's fun to like talk about some of these places that from way back when.
Because you immediately go back there. The place where Kenny Brent went was called Karma on 2nd Avenue. And then Gator Mike with a good one for all of us that live out in the suburbs. Major Wallabies and Rivergate was a fantastic place
Karma.
back in the day. Karma on 2nd Avenue.
What? Okay, I think I remember that now.
It was like 2009 or 10. They got in some
I-
little trouble down there.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's what was fun about 2nd back in the day is like if you wanted a country bar, you could find it. If you wanted a club, you could find it.
Yeah.
If you wanted, whatever you were looking for, it was there.
It was right there.
Those were the days.
Those were the days, man. But again, there are no nightclubs around anymore. There
Nope.
just aren't. You do nightclubs in the 80s and 90s. It's what we were doing. Now we'd go to Dad's Lounge at Ramada Inn because there's a bunch of cougars that would hang out there. And sometimes you'd cast a wide net and you'd get lucky. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. And I'm glad Coach Wells isn't listening right now because we had some
Maybe he is. You
we
never
had some
know.
fun times back in there.
Real quick, Cam's got a name for a sports team. Cam, what's the name?
Me?
Yep, you.
Okay, Bells.
The Tennessee Bells or Nashville Bells?
Nashville Bells, yes.
Okay.
Why?
It's got a good sound, musical and female.
Okay.
So do we spell it B-E-L-L-E-S or B-E-L-L-S?
Bells. Bells.
Love
yes.
it.
All right.
Love it, man.
Thank you, Cam. Appreciate it.
I got another one.
Yeah.
Travelers.
Okay.
Oh, Tennessee Travelers.
I like that.
Get Chris Stapleton to sponsor that team.
Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Cam.
Always call back, Cam.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up next, we'll tell you what day it is in celebrity birthdays and put a bow on this beautiful week. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, 106.3 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025, 1063, The Game. Nashville's best deal this week, Single Tree Barbecue in Murfreesboro. Single Tree Barbecue is a local veteran-owned and operated business, only serving world-class barbecue with perfect combinations of sides and desserts. You get half off a $25 gift card now while supplies last at thegamenashville.com/deals. You can also hear their podcasts on 94.9 The Fan tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Really good stuff. For sure. With that, let's get to what day is it and celebrity birthdays.
All right, gentlemen. First on the list we have here, I do not want to see that. Brandy Alexander Day. So there's that.
Oh, that's a coach at Belmont.
Nope, this is a drink.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's close.
That's Casey Alexander.
Ah, my bad.
It's close. Next we have is appreciate your Social Security check. So
One
appreciate
day.
that. Backwards Day. So today's Backwards Day. Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day. Eat Brussels sprouts day.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. You ever just put them in the oven and just put olive oil on them?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Love that. Hell is freezing over day is today. Let's see. Hug an economist day. So if you know an economist.
Do you know David James is an economist, so hug him.
Not right now. Inspire your heart and art day.
Oh, damn.
I'm busy.
He was like, not now. Don't touch me.
later. We also have National Big Wig Day. So
right here across from me.
Oh.
Chase McCabe.
Oh man. National Fun at Work Day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. National Hot Chocolate Day.
Love
you guys
hot
like hot chocolate. National Preschool Health and Fitness Day.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
get running, kids.
Do some
But I'm only 3. No excuses. 50
do
push-ups.
some hand cleans, you know. And last we have is Scotch Tape Day. I love Scotch tape.
Oh, do you?
As a kid, they called me the Tape King.
Pardon you?
Tape King. Yeah, I'd make stuff out of tape all the time, like hats. I would fix stuff with tape. Yeah,
Okay.
you can ask
Okay.
Nani about this.
We
I'd
will.
love to.
Painter's tape, anything.
This
All right.
summer, Nani's coming on the show.
That's right.
Deal. Electric tape. That was something that was a big emphasis in my childhood. They just gave me tape, and I just played with
Because
it.
they
You know,
hope
you'll
you
tell-
would just leave.
You are the tape king.
The Tape King. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Here we go. Got to get to these within 2. Our first birthday, Kelly Lynch. She was in Roadhouse. Kelly Lynch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Roadhouse. Such a great movie. Talk about cool bars and clubs hang out. I'm going to say she is 57.
50.
66.
Is she really?
Actor Anthony LaPaglia. He was in all those. He was in the show Missing. And says, fun fact, was a bartender at one point. I don't know.
Okay. 48.
50.
66. You'd
Okay,
know his
yeah.
face if you saw him.
Okay.
Who is this? Hello? Hello, Minnie Driver, looking pretty. Minnie Driver was in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. 64.
67.
55.
Dang.
Portia de Rossi. Portia de Rossi. And then she married to Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, is she?
I think so.
60.
58.
52. Hope I'm right on that. The very funny Bobby Moynihan from SNL played Drunk Uncle. I miss him. He was funny on there.
57.
60.
48. That's doing good
We're
today.
terrible today.
Actress Kerry Washington. Been married to former NFL player since 2013. I can't pronounce his name. Kerry Washington.
No, go ahead, Joe. Try it. Please.
Namandi Asamoah?
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 Asamoah. Yeah.
Is that-
Namdi Asamoah.
Yeah, now you guys know how I feel. Yeah, there you go.
Kerry Washington.
38.
40.
48. Guys doing great. Justin Timberlake
JT.
got his golf course approved up in Whites Creek last week.
50.
54.
44. This is terrible, guys. Marcus Mumford from Mumford and Sons.
That's Stanford and Son.
Oh, my bad.
Stanford and Son.
Not Mumford and Sons.
Yeah. 42.
55.
38. Jonathan Banks from Better Call Saul. He was Mike in Breaking Bad.
60.
65.
78. Good Lord. All right, you got to get this one. The lead singer, Harry Wayne Casey of Casey and the Sunshine Band. Come on.
73.
78.
74. Chase McCabe comes through for us. A few more real quick. Nolan Ryan.
Oh, wow. Nolan Ryan is 80.
84.
78. Chase up 2-0. Doug Peterson, who's out of a job.
58.
55.
57. Chase up 3-0. Last one, a guy that causes much consternation and for the Titans, Mario Williams. When the Texans picked him first in 2006, Mario Williams, when the Texans should have taken Vince Young.
He is 42.
38.
He is 40. That's a push. Chase wins 3-0. Chase won every day this week. Well done, Chase.
Thank you very much. It is also my good friend Amber's birthday.
Happy birthday, Amber.
She shares a birthday with Nolan Ryan and Justin Timberlake. That's pretty
She
cool.
does. Yep. Well
Happy
done.
birthday for sure. That'll do it for us.
Real quick, as you made it through the week, you made it through the worst month of the year. I'm proud of you guys. If you're struggling, we talk about it all the time on your cell phone. Please dial 988 or text 988. Please talk to someone if you're going through anything. Please, 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 I implore you, because you are tremendously loved. And if you left us, you'd be tremendously missed, right? So know that we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else, God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD next on 102.5, 106.3, The Game.